I don't think you truly understand. We are already there. The fascism is already here. It's not theoretical. We're not on the slippery slope. We are down that bitch. So, Project 2025 calls for something called the unitary executive theory. And the idea behind that is we want to make the president more like an emperor. So, for example, independent agencies in the government that are part of the executive branch, you need to strip them of their independence and put lackeys and loyalists in those positions. Make sure that these people follow your ideology, follow your rules, follow your commands. So the DOJ is now just an arm of the Trump administration.
I love my job. It's the greatest job in the world. For one very
me want to put my nuts in a vice grip. Like, this is... Oh, God, I can't. It makes me furious that. I want everyone to consider what it means that 3 of the top scholars of fascism living in the United States have simultaneously decided to leave the country. Now you have even career bureaucrats who just do the technical work, you dot the I's, cross the T's, you make sure all the actual work of government gets taken care of. Even they are being replaced by total party hacks and insiders. Zero confidence among any of these people. But the whole point is unending loyalty to Trump. And when you have a situation like that, you're not going to have people who, like in the first term when Trump wanted to invoke the Insurrection Act to go after the George Floyd protesters, that would be deploying the U.S. military in our own streets against our own people. The generals held him back. They were like, look, we don't do that. We really don't use our military against our own people. Police can handle issues domestically, right, but we're not going to deploy our own military in our own streets. Now there's nobody around him to say, you're not doing the insurrection. Now there's nobody around him to say, hey, running for a third term, that's unconstitutional. It's clearly unconstitutional. You can't really do it. Now he's surrounded by people who are willing to bend any rule, break any law, violate any norm in order to have him get his way. Right? With the military. He did a purge of the military. Now it's only sycophants and loyalists of the military. He's got a how embarrassing criminal, right? And then he tried to use it like Secretary of Defense right now. Yes, man.
I thought the Democrats believed in tolerance.
In other words, he's like, sit down, shut up, don't fight back, don't do anything, don't say anything, like destroy your entire government and steal it and take it over. That's what he's saying. Had enough, man. I've had enough. So, I need you to understand where this leads. This is why he's writing executive orders against law firms. He doesn't want any law firms to represent his opponents. He wants to make them cower in fear and never challenge him. Right? Every single step of the way here. What he's doing with the media. Waging lawsuits against the media and trying to make them pay him out of court, trying to effectively silence them, make them rethink being critical of his administration, right? American professors have begun to leave U.S. universities and move to Canada. All of this is from the autocratic playbook. All of it. Every last bit of it. And even though these people are fucking idiots and morons, as we know for sure, they're also following the plan. This is all planned out. It's all detailed. And they're not skipping a beat. And now we're already at the phase where they're rounding up legal permanent residents based on their speech and deporting them or sending them to an El Salvador slave labor camp. You did multiple Zig Heils at the inauguration. Multiple. On a regular basis, you respond to white supremacists on Twitter and say things like, you have told the actual truth. You slashed pediatric cancer research. By the way, strike one, you're out. Like, I could end this segment right now. And that's enough. There's somebody out there who's, fuck this guy, vandalize a Cybertruck and burn a Tesla. Somebody out there is going to say some shit like that when you slashed pediatric cancer research. How about this? You did 2 rounds of layoffs. of air traffic controllers as planes were routinely falling out of the sky. You say things like "heck you later, friends." You believe in eugenics. Again, I only needed one of these things. I only needed one of these things. You fired the people who oversee our nuclear weapons. You fired the top dog whose job is to keep our nuclear weapons safe. Remember when Elon said years ago, I believe it was Bolivia. He was responding to somebody about Bolivia. And he said, we'll coup whoever we want. Get over it. Well, it turns out Bolivia has a massive amount of lithium, which he needs for his car. You fired anywhere from 100,000 to 250,000 government workers completely illegally. Many of those people were veterans. Many of those people were disabled veterans. You cut off funding for a 30-year diabetes study willy-nilly like it was nothing. You guys are attacking Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. People for the first time ever are missing Social Security payments because you're lying and saying that they're dead or that they're lived overseas and were never American citizens. So we're talking about a robber baron, imperialist, scumbag who's hacking into the government, deleting the entire social safety net, deleted the anti-scam police. Guys, the CFPB, the anti-scam police, returned $20 billion to Americans who were defrauded by big financial institutions. He's taking the pro-fraud position and saying, I want these big banks to rip people off. I'm going to delete that agency. Why? Because it regulates him. He wants no check on his power whatsoever. And at the same time, he's cutting everything that's good for you.
I don't fit in anywhere. That's my problem.
That's who this guy is, bro. 8 million a day.
I don't know if you've ever sat and watched
$38 billion in subsidies. By the way, he committed fraud the other week. Biden had sent a contract for $423,000 to Tesla. Trump and Elon went in there, backdated the contract, committed fraud and forgery, and pretended like it said $400 million to Tesla. Then they got called out on that. He had to delete it in a panic. The other thing is they just lie about their numbers. So Doge says, oh, we cut this much. And people go in and do the actual work, and they're like, you actually cut like 1/90th of what you said you cut. He's taking $8 million a day in taxpayer money. $8 million a day. Mr. Anarcho-capitalist, pull yourself up by your bootstraps when it comes to you. But when it comes to him, oh, daddy, I need to supplement the teat of the government. At every level, the guy's a liar. At every level, he's a fucking wrecking ball of chaos. At every level, he's a robber baron and an imperialist. Right? The richest man in the world, in the most corrupt scheme of all time, gives Trump $250 million so he gets in the White House, and now this guy's the fucking shadow president. He's like, oh, I can't believe people are upset. I don't understand. Why are they doing what they're doing? It can't possibly be every single fucking thing I've done for the past 2 fucking months straight, every day, every hour of every day, every second, every minute. That this guy is, oh, bro, he's just being steered in the wrong direction by, like, the neocons. Obviously, Trump himself is anti-war. On the campaign trail, he said both anti-war things and pro-war things. Which things do you believe? Which things do you think he's actually going to do? There's a very simple answer. He's contradicting himself. So go to his actual record in the first term. What did he do in the first term, Ron Paul? Increased drone strikes, 432%. Kept us in Iraq and Afghanistan. There was a 330% increase in civilian deaths in Afghanistan under him. He bombed Syria twice and occupied a third of it to take the oil. He bombed Somalia. He increased the Pentagon budget every single year. He assassinated Qasem Soleimani, a top Iranian commander who was fighting ISIS. He tried to coup Venezuela. He ripped up the Iran agreement. He armed Saudi Arabia as they did a genocide in Yemen and then vetoed a bill that cut off the weapons to Saudi Arabia. Now he's saying he wants war with Mexico. He said Joe Biden isn't supporting Israel enough, letting them, quote, finish the job. He dropped a Moab on Afghanistan. He hired John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, Gina Haspel, all insane neocon warmongers to run his foreign policy. His first military raid as president killed a young American girl. He pardoned Blackwater war criminals who did the Nisour Square massacre. He signed pro-torture executive orders. And very famously, he said, we should take out the families of terrorists. Take out their families. Take out their families. Meaning saying, hey, we'll take out women and children off. I will do that. That was his record in the first term. Look what he said. Look what he said. Who cares what he said? What did he do? You gonna pawn all that off to neocon? No, the buck stopped with him. He made the decision. Right? Now, he's an even bigger warmonger in the second term. And so when you see that the top experts in fascism in this country are like, peace, bitch, I'm out. What does that mean? What does that say?
With a concrete floor.
The thing that I will never wrap my mind around is, I don't know why these people can't get it through their heads. These people don't care about the world. They don't give a fuck about it. Now me, a dirty lefty, I'm not gonna agree with you. Fuck, I'm not gonna be friends with you. Right? We're not gonna yuck it up, we're not gonna have conversations, we're not gonna giggle and text each other. But I want you to have health. I want you to have a good paying job. That's what I want. I want to make sure you and your family members don't get sent overseas to die in stupid, unnecessary wars. I want to make sure big financial institutions can't scam you, can't commit fraud, can't shake you down. I want to make sure your boss is not legally allowed to be such a massive asshole to you that it impacts your quality of life. That's what I want. They're gonna like you, or they're gonna get along with you, or they're gonna go to dinner together, all that stuff. But I want you to have a good life. That's what I want. Trump doesn't give a fuck about you. Elon doesn't give a fuck about you. Not even close. You're considered the waste, fraud, abuse in his mind, and he will spin it. If you were to learn directly from you, you will fire all this over. I support him. He wouldn't lift a finger to try to help you. We are 8 seconds in, and I already want to shove my nuts in a waffle iron. Fraud. So they are taking the pro-fraud position to destroy that agency.
Again, I can't help but go back to the fact that what is the decisions that you're making right now solving?
But now $20 will last you like 10 minutes, and even a corner worker will tell you that is not a good deal. I don't have a solid grasp of what's okay to say on this platform.
Unconstitutionally the entire time.
So the concept of voting for that and voting for Elon Musk essentially to wreck people's lives, they can't do it.
Fuck you want. Trump has outflanked Democrats to the left on the economy. That may literally be the least true thing I've ever heard. Like, you could listen to a mentally ill flat earth creationist ramble for hours, and they would make more sense than what this woman just said. I love how we have an EPA director who doesn't think we should have an EPA, who's on the side of big business and corporations and polluting, who today cut all EPA's environmental justice offices, which try to reduce pollution in poor and minority communities. We need to get past these linguistic tricks that are used by the right. We gotta call this out for what it is. Alley lawsuit. There's a place, I believe it's in Louisiana, where they make, I believe, bulletproof vests. And the process of making the bulletproof vest releases some highly carcinogenic toxic chemical into the air. Of course, it's all around everybody, and the kids smell it at school, and there's all these fucking problems. It's called Cancer Alley, because the rates of cancer skyrocket in this region because of this factory and the pollution that it does. Well, the Biden administration was doing to clean up Cancer Alley so children stop getting cancer. And what does Trump do? He drops a big case. Says, I side with the cancer-causing chemicals, the big company that's making the bulletproof vest. But remember, at the State of the Union, Trump pretended to give a shit about a kid with cancer. Therefore, aren't liberals evil for not clapping? Even though Trump just dropped the Cancer Alley lawsuit, he deregulated the PFAS, which are forever chemicals which cause cancer, and they cut pediatric cancer research. So his policies are pro-kids getting cancer, but he used a kid as a prop who had cancer. Therefore, Trump is anti-cancer and Democrats are for cancer. I'm losing it over here. I'm losing it. With how upside down and backwards every fucking thing is.
We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate or despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone who's rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. We have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls. It's barricaded the world with hate. Just goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed. We have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical. Our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much. We feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent.
straight out of authoritarianism 101. This is straight out of 20th century authoritarian playbook. And if you look at history, many authoritarian regimes started by discrediting and then silencing the independence of media. Whatever they want as they see fit. Mussolini took control of Italy's press and forced newspapers to align with fascist propaganda. Hitler's Nazi regime shut down opposition papers and banned foreign broadcasts and replaced journalistic reporting with a government spin through one of the ministers. Stalin turned the Soviet press into this monolithic state mouthpiece using licensing, surveillance, and purges to completely wipe out dissent. And then more recently, we saw Erdogan in Turkey, we saw Orbán in Hungary systematically take over, shut down, or squeeze out critical outlets, all while claiming that they defend freedom and they are all about the people's truth. So that's the playbook. We've seen the playbook, and now we're watching it unfold in the United States on primetime cable news. It's been creeping closer.
Republicans have been running around over the last 100 days, cutting the government like Edward Scissorhands on bath salts, but is one place they're not at all interested in cutting, and that would, of course, be defense. Oh, there's waste, fraud, abuse everywhere. But in defense, we gotta jack up the budget, and that's what they're doing. They have unveiled a $1 trillion defense budget. And I want to be super clear, if you're new to politics or something, this isn't like, oh, we're a startup country, we don't have a military, so let's spend $1 trillion and then we'll have a military. We'll buy tanks and planes and helicopters and guns and like flak jackets and cool stuff like that. And then we'll have a military, it's $1 trillion, big investment, we'll do it. That's just 1 year. And what do you think? It's going to be $200 billion the next year? It's going to be up even more. So that is an absolutely insane amount of spending. It is a massive increase from the previous year, and we already were spending more than any other country in the world.
Don't confuse cancel culture with having standards, right? Like, the implication of somebody being canceled is like, hey, it's kind of unfair. Like, you shouldn't ruin them over something that's mild and not a big deal, right? That's the implication of cancel culture. It would not be cancel culture if everybody be like, I'm fucking done with Kanye. That's just having basic standards. Like, we gotta be able to see the difference of some fucking college kid maybe saying something they didn't realize was offensive and having their life ruined versus a card-carrying Nazi saying Nazi shit on a daily basis. $1 million from foreign countries. Like, that's not the same thing, right? Clear violation of the Emoluments Clause. It's never been more obvious. This dude was hawking NFTs, which are a scam, a crypto exchange, which is a scam, now his own crypto token, trading cards, watches for $100K a pop. By the way, when he started selling the watches, they literally didn't even exist. It's on the website for illustration purposes only. These are not the watches. And so, of course, the idea behind that is, what do you think's actually going on there? Foreign governments and foreign billionaires are funneling him millions and millions of dollars so he does them favors from the White House. That's exactly what's happening. Jared Kushner took $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Gee, I wonder if there's a corrupt relationship going on there. Trump right now has a $500 million project going on with the government of Oman as he's president.
Man, drop that shit for this fuck.
I think he got this in Qatar, I think it's happening in UAE, Dubai. He's got all these fucking projects where he's making money. We've never seen anything like this. We've never seen anything like this. And this is coming from a guy who, his charity was a fraud. His university was a fraud. They literally his family stole from a cancer charity. He stiffed his workers at his casinos and his hotels. He did tax fraud and insurance fraud and business fraud. And now we know, beyond any reasonable doubt whatsoever, that his token is the scam of all scams. Which, by the way, if you didn't know that from day one, I mean, I'm at a loss as to how it communicate with you.
If you don't like me because of my other 40 people follow, go ahead. My own family. Unsubscribe from my life, so you can too, I promise. It doesn't get worse than that.
I mean, maybe ask why they would unsubscribe from your life in this way.
Are you able to actually step beyond your feelings and ask yourself what would motivate them to make this big change? That's a real question. Obviously not. But let's break down some of the clinical psychology behind this, and then I got one. I want to go back to the moment where she says, I never did this when Biden won. Yes, maybe that's because Biden didn't physically take away anyone's rights. Didn't try and strip people of their bodily autonomy. about your life. You are not a safe person. People are losing the rights to their own bodies in so many different states. People are being deported to El Salvador, a country they're not even from. Your grandma might lose her social security check because literally Elon Musk's fingers are now getting on everyone's number. They're all saying that people are dead, but they're not, just so they can cut off your social security. So while you might just all be in your feelings about how this hurts you, have you thought about how your actions hurt them?
This is trash. Her husband went, throw the spoon down. The kid went, throw this. He said, I know you a man of God. I take a bite of this gumbo. No trash show. Do I lie like a dog and say, oh, it's wonderful and go to hell because of a bowl of gumbo?
Just retire, bro. All these people are so fucking washed. The Russell Brand, the Jimmy Dores, the Joe Rogans. Just go away. Just go away. You're fucking nothing. Definitely trying to ride the wave of right-wing extremism. Like, we see through you, bro. We see through you. In fact, just go sit in the courtroom. Where you belong.